What's up, Raging? Appreciate you telling everyone to Hulk smash that like button. Let me get set up here. I was hoping to have some other members of T.T.S joining me tonight. Looks like I got stood up. Ain't no biggie. It happens. What's happening, Ken? Sergio, what's going on? Good to see you. Gears and Wheels, what's happening, Brandon? Mark J, what's good? What's good? Ray just saying hello. Hi, John 2. What's up, man? Freaking got to work. Yeah, dude, I know we all got to work. It sucks. I just got off. I ate me a big fat burrito. I'm wearing, as you can really clean it up. I was wearing some salsa on my shirt for a minute. But I'm off now. What's happening, Bill? Hello, Larry. How are you? What's up? What's up? Schmitty, what's good, man? What's good? How are you? Killing it on Instagram, dude. Absolutely killing it, dude. So anyone have any good topics you want to talk about? Got 14 people watching. That's pretty cool for a random. Well, I guess it's not really random. You guys are used to seeing me on Thursday nights, although I probably haven't been live on a Thursday night on my channel in maybe a month or maybe more. This year's the T.T.S tonight, so we're doing a new series. The Mad Brooker, aka Bad B, has a video up right now on Text Talking Shop. If you guys want to check it out later, talking about what we know now, meaning how we would make tool purchases, years into our careers compared to what we bought in the past. I got something coming along, but it's ready. Mine's actually ready. I'm just saving it. I want to put a few up, but I think you guys will dig my video. I think you'll dig Brooks. Check it out. She did a great job. I uploaded it last night, I believe, and she did a real good job. Man, me too, man. Right now the Astros are up 3-2 in the bottom of the seventh, I think. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but I have it just loud enough so I can hear it. Uh-oh. Something just happened. I can hear him going off. Yankees, I think I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're talking about Text Talking Shop. Yeah, so check out Brooks' video. I think you guys will like it. Hey, Bill. Commute, what's good, man? Cass, what's happening? I don't know if you're available. I did send you a link. Yes, thank you. Please, we appreciate that, man. Please hit that like button. Check out our videos. I know a lot of you guys watch our videos. It's really important, man. Leave a comment. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs down. Share it. All that stuff helps move that button. We're working hard at trying to grow the channel, even though it might not seem like it. The Instagram's coming along. We've been active on Instagram for a little bit. We're going to try to make this a good series. Hopefully everybody will check out this series and enjoy it. JWC Tech, what's happening, Jason? Yeah, I hope the Astros win too, man. Speeder saying, what's up? Eek! Yeah, she loves Proby. That's her baby right there, Proby. All good. You watched it right on, dude. Gotta 5-inch gash on my arm. The doctor decides it would be wise to clean it with alcohol. They can give me a tetanus shot. And this, ooh, man. I've heard, I know most people probably use hydrogen peroxide on an open wound, but I saw some doctors on these little social media short platforms talking about how they think that's a horrible idea because the hydrogen peroxide mixes with the blood, and that's what causes that foam. And yeah, everyone thinks it's pushing stuff out, but it's foaming both ways. So, stuff's getting pushed out and stuff's getting pushed in. Alcohol is probably the way to go, even though alcohol sucks balls, if you ask me, man. That's freaking hot. Burns. Don't have time to watch sports unless you're playing yourself. You play with yourself often? Nah, I kid. No, I know. I watch sports. I coach my kid in basketball. We have a practice Friday nights, game Saturday mornings. Now that he likes basketball a lot, we actually watch the Celtics opening night on Tuesday. We'll probably watch them a little bit tomorrow. I'm going to try to go see them when they come into town to see the Lakers, and when they come into town to see the Clippers this year. So that'll be cool. Cool, man. Appreciate it. I got stood up by everyone else. Yeah, man, I got a chili verde burrito. I told him to hold the rice, double wrap it. I got 5 red hot sauces. And man, that thing was fire. I love this. It's a chain, but even though it's a chain, I think they're franchised now because they're not all the exact same. And I really like a place called Alberto's, but their chili verde burrito. I never used to get that there either, and I just decided to try it, and man, it's the bomb. You like Brooker? She's from Maine. That's right. She's a New Englander, just like you, man. Yeah, she does a good job. You're right. All right, everybody that comes on, like Anthony GM85, he's in the chat. He is in the background, but he was 7 minutes late to the background. So if he wants to get on the stream now, he's got to wait 7 minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
Here's what I'll do. I'll go grab 7 chili peppers and shut up for 7 minutes.
Again? Wow, man, you were dying the other night.
Oh no, it was fun and a mistake all at once.
Kings. Oh no, it's all about the Bruins, dude. When it comes to hockey, I'm about the Bruins. I'm a pretty diehard fan when it comes to my teams. In baseball, I like the Astros.
Just so confused.
Football, I like the
Astros, Celtics, Bruins, Cowboys,
and then I like SC for college football. Lakes Automotive Diagnostics. What's happening, dude? I think.
How are you doing, man?
I'm not real familiar with your channel or your name, but thank you for coming on. You probably follow Tech Stocking Shop, so that's awesome. All the members of Tech Stocking Shop have channels. Anthony GM85, myself, Power Stroke Jew, kind of. Well, I guess you can still find my channel. You just can't see any content on there. Speed Wrench, which is Cast, Steel, which is Country Mile Garage, One Mechanic Dave, the Mad Brooker, Brooke, Greasy Monkey, that's Mike. I think that was 7. If I forgot someone, let me know, Anthony.
Greasy Monkey, we got Kentucky Tech, Country Mile, Theo.
Yeah, we got them.
Let me think who else. We got Tech May.
All right on, dude. Right on, Ray. That's a big job, man. I like watching you do the transmission. That was pretty cool.
All right.
I love to see it out there, man. Go watch a Celtics game.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember Gretzky was pretty good, man. I always like Cam Neely. He was around the same era as Gretzky. I also like Ray Bork. He was around the same era as Gretzky too. Even though Ray Bork never got a title with Boston, and I was so stoked for him.
He Colorado and got a couple titles. You don't want this anymore.
Bachi, what's up? How are you? Bachi, thank you some more. Now, see, I'm going to say it the proper way because everyone always gets you and Shell all hot and bothered. But I'm going to say she's one of my 2 favorite hookers. You see? got them both in one sentence. Yeah, that's a good tool.
I got to go
tool to have if you're doing suspension work. I like hot sauces. I grow ghost and scorpion peppers, and I can't get my Mexican guys to try them. They think I'm nuts. Yeah, I've had ghost peppers. They're hot. I've had Carolina Reapers. They're hot. I've never had a scorpion.
Scorpion is right under the Reaper. It's right under the Reaper. I actually have some. I'm not eating one of those, just so you know. There's a challenge I will not be doing.
Right on, Rage. Hey, Ken, which one did you end up getting? Maybe you can put the link in the chat so Rage, you can know which one worked for you. Right back. Oh, gee, Scuba Fishing Steve, oh my dude, what is up, man? How are you? Good to see you here, man. How are things? And I want to say, I try to take pride in remembering where people say they all live. And I'm going to go out on them. And I believe you said like DC area or Baltimore or something. Am I correct? Bachi is from the Boston area. She doesn't say her Oz, but I believe she now resides in Texas. Gretzky was a legend everywhere he went. Yeah, Rangers fans love him. I'm even pretty sure even the St. Louis Blues fans love him, man. I mean, how can you not like the most prolific scorer in NHL history? Hey, Botch. Hey, Raging, I listed my Silverado at first of the year. Oh, you put a 7.5-inch lip. Nice, Graham. You are. Yep, another New England member. That's right. You missed the clam chowder? You usually find Snap-on the marketplace for around $300 to $450. Ah, man, that's a great tool and a good price. But man, for guys who are going to use it once or twice, man, they're probably cool spending the $60, $80 on Amazon. And I can see why you or I we would use it a lot more.
3-2, bottom of the 8th. Houston's in the lead.
What's up, ACM? How are you? Thank you for coming out for a little bit, and thank you everybody. I know I sent messages. Well, I put a post on Instagram, or actually I think I put a story. I put a story on Text Talking Shop's Instagram. Then I shared it with my Instagram, and a bunch of the guys shared it with their Instagrams. And then I think I sent it out like directly to some people as well, to a lot of people. And I got a ton of messages. Thumbs up, hearts, whatever you call that. Telling me like how cool they got the message. I appreciate that. At least acknowledging the invite, man. That's really, man. I appreciate it. Tired as hell. Baltimore shops have been hectic, stressful. Oh yeah, Baltimore. What's right? Yeah, man. You're a busy dude, man. I see you too. When you post, man. When you got time to post, you got lots of work.
How's it going, Steve? Tool demos here. Antonio, Bill.
Oh, you like that's awesome. Well, yeah. Appreciate the message. Let him know what's. Oh, of course, dude. Of course, you know it, man. I usually try to. For a while, I wasn't doing that, but then I'm gonna start getting into the habit of doing it again. Your older monster went to a seafood restaurant here, and she got some New England chowder. I noticed you left the out of the chowder. They made it with jalapeno in it. She threw it. That's Tex-Mex. Come on, that's Tex chowder. Tex chowder. And Lizer, how you doing? You're having Rhode Island clam chowder tomorrow, making Bachi jealous. And
what is Rhode Island clam chowder?
I'll bet it's nice. I like how high it is. Yeah, you like the height of your truck? You love clam chowder. Born and raised in Rhode Island. Now I am misplaced Texas in Texas. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing? Glad you can make it, dude. That's awesome of you. Hope things are going well. Man, it's funny, dude. The last week or so, maybe 2 weeks, you've been blowing up my feed, man. I used to get your video, I mean, here and there, and I've always been everybody that was a tech stocking shop, I was always asked for the, what do you call it, the little message with the notification. I would always get notified, but you never really blew up my feed. But a lot of your older stuff's been blowing up my feeds, your shorts too.
Oh, I've got a shorts myself.
I put your video on the other night, the one with the truck where you're replacing the adding the AC and putting a new condenser, and you had to move it over. I got to the point, it was late. It was like 11:30, 12 o'clock for me. I got to the point where you had moved the condenser over just a bit. I think it was for the second time. And then, man, I was out. That's the last part I remember. The video finished. I just fell asleep on the couch. I got to go back and watch it. Astro. Yeah, go Astro. Oh, no, you're talking about the tools. Huh? I'm looking at the Astro.
Astros are winning right now.
I know, 3-2. I know. What's up, Cass?
What's going on, fellas?
Long time, man. Good.
Long time no see, dude.
From college football to tools, man. Don't get much better than that, right?
You got it. What are y'all up to tonight?
Just running the gauntlet, man. Was busy. It was a crazy, like my lunch hour, for instance. I went to I say DMV, but it was AAA, and from AAA I went to the post office. And then from the post office, I went and got a haircut. And then I stopped off at a donut shop and I got me an apple fritter and a milk, which was my lunch. Then I busy at work. It's been kind of hectic. Then I came home, watched the game, ate my burrito, watched the game.
Do we need to call you Officer Santa Cruz?
Officer, because I ate a donut for lunch.
Yep.
No, I knew what you meant, Butchie.
Yeah. Man, a lot of stuff going on, huh?
Yeah, man.
I couldn't be any busier right now, I don't think. So.
No problem, Mark. Yeah, dude, I know you. Did you finish the set part 2 of? You did it?
No.
Oh man.
No, I got a whole probably got 2 more days to go. I got a lot of stuff.
What's up, Hands-On Mechanical? So you're going to be.
I don't mind dropping the news right now. Do you want to drop the news right now?
Yeah, man, for sure. Hold on a second.
Everybody watching in YouTube land. Oh! Everybody watching in YouTube land. I'm no longer at the Fit Shop anymore. Fit Shop is closed. The reason is we rented a bigger space. We got 4,000 square foot shop now. So we went from 1,200 to 4,000 square feet. So we are growing. And what I told Jude is instead of putting it out on my channel, I'm going to put my shop tour and our new shop on Tech Talking Shop. So there you go.
Nice.
So, yep. No, I'm busy. I got about another 2 days of moving. So.
Yeah, that's big news, man. That's awesome.
Space, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Mike, how are you, Mike?
What's going on, Mike?
All right. Happy to be out of work today.
Yep. Yeah, man. Dude, Friday could not have come soon enough for me. I am so just exhausted.
I might not even go to work tomorrow.
Doing a dash pull on a GMC terrain, and it's bad.
Oh, man. What year is it?
15.
Okay, this is not one of those real old ones where, everything's all brittle and breaking. Well, 15, who knows, 7 years old, it might be.
It's not that. It's more the condition that it's been treated.
Oh.
Fun.
Not making the job fun.
I'll bet, man.
Like plastic panels that shouldn't stick together are sticking together.
That's what's nice. I don't have to use a vehicle anymore.
Would you guys refuse something, like if a customer brought something in and just say it needed to have the dash pulled out, and they had, Jack in the Box and McDonald's bags and Starbucks cups and empty Monsters and everything nasty in their car and stuff like whatever? Would you guys? Is there anything you guys would refuse to say, man, you got to clean out your car? Because I told the customer once before, man, I said, dude, I'll work on your car, but I got to get in there to, because I was going to lift the cab. So I was like,
this was one of those.
Yep. Oh, well, you got to clean that thing
Clean
out.
your car before I crawl in it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've noticed
Yeah,
that
I don't,
unfortunately it's
I won't,
more
I won't,
women that have that problem than men.
Go ahead,
yeah, I
guys.
won't dig through, fast food bags and dip spit bottles. That's where I cross my line. So
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool, ACM, man. Appreciate you jumping in and out.
Great job.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
working
it's one
outside
of those
for you. Ooh, be careful, dude. Jumping in and out.
one of those cases where I don't refuse much, but there is a line, and that one crossed it.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, dude, it's not.
Well,
Sometimes it's just nasty.
like you also gotta. I think Jude. I think Justin did a video on this kind of a topic, but it was more on the people who use things end of things.
Oh,
And
he
like,
said that he found, like, I think if I remember correctly, he opened the glove box because he had to,
yeah,
and there was, I think he found a pistol, a
yeah.
wad of, like a fat wad of $100 bills and like a bunch of weed. So he just put it in a box and took it to the service manager's office and said,
what was he doing in my car?
And he said that he just left it there. And when the
That's who
customer
was in
came
my
up,
car.
the
God
service manager gave it
damn
back to
him.
You know, I haven't been to a Harbor Freight in a minute. I've heard people talking about the Icon under hood light, and I heard there's one that has the metal bar with the little stop sign shaped light that can move around. And it's got a magnet on the back of it. And I think there's a second one as well, but I haven't seen them in person. But the one that has the metal bar with that little stop sign shaped light, the snap on one is the cool light, and the Harbor Freight one sure is almost exactly going to be exactly similar to it. I mean, it's just a light. How do you mess up lumens? But it's way cheaper because the
Find a
snap on
way.
one's like 300. Yeah, they probably would, huh? But no, I haven't had a chance. Any of you guys seen that light?
I don't go to Harbor Freight. It's
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I haven't been to Harbor Freight in a minute either.
I have one Harbor Freight tool, and I found it. Oh, actually, no. I take that back. I have two. I found a broken wrench in front of my house, and I found a P2 Phillips socket.
Dang.
Hey, Jamie, how are you? Thanks for popping in, Miss Carol.
Who was that? Who was that, Jude?
That was Jamie.
Oh, Miss Carol. Well, she's not going by
Princess.
Princess.
Well, she probably, I don't know. I've told everybody, she's got to be careful. She's a spy. So
She's made changes. I mean, I think she's Black Widow.
look at the love. Everyone's saying hello. So you think you finish that job tomorrow, Mike, or is that going to go over the weekend, leading to Monday?
Well, it'll be there till Monday because after it's through a warranty company, and I have to determine cause of failure, which I'm pretty sure is a broken blend door.
Yeah.
Aside from that, it's got a water pump too, so I still got to do that.
All right, on.
And it's like an 8-hour dash job, and then that's 3.5, I think, on the water pump.
Is
Won't
that a
take me that
four-cylinder on
long,
the
but-
water? Is that the 4-cylinder on the water pump?
Oh yeah, the Ecotech.
Yeah, you got the little tool to hold the gear in place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Which one do you use? Use the Lyle one, or do you use that other brand? I don't know.
I bought an ABN off of Amazon. The Lyle one's like half the size. It's like a half moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the other
that one's a half moon. That's one I got.
If I could have gone back,
Go ahead.
if I could have gone back, I would have bought the Lyle over the ABN. But the ABN was, whatever, $24 online. But if I could have gone and done it differently, I'd have bought the Lyle.
See, I have the Lyle, and just because I wanted to try out the other one, I got it. I haven't had one of them Ecotechs since. But
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, that's a handy tool to have. I like having it, but I like that. That's a good job. That's really, for the little amount of work you got to put into it, it's a good paying job. That and
Right.
water pumps on Duramaxes. I love doing them. Everybody hates doing them. I I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, I'd do that too. I'd rather do that than this dashboard on this terrain.
Oh man, I did one on a Traverse, like a 19 Traverse, probably 2 months ago, and that's like a 20-hour dash job. That one sucked. That was not fun. It almost sucked as much as I did a dash on a 14. No, it was a 14. I think it was an 8 Toyota Tacoma. And basically, you have to take it out in 3 stages. Like you have to take like the plastics off, then you have to take the metal housing framework off, and then you take the actual HVAC box out, and then you're like laying, wiring harness over and laying all this other crap around. I mean, it's a pain in the ass.
That's rocking it old school, basically. That's how you used to have to tear them apart.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I like the newer Fords are great. Like on an F-250, F-150.
Oh yeah, just unplug the buses, unbolt it, and pull it out.
That's a true modular setup there. I mean, that thing's meant to come apart. So I tell everybody. Everybody's like, "Oh, they don't make them like they used to." I'm like, "Hell no, they make them better than that." Shit, I can take this dash apart in like a couple hours. Like the old school one, you're fighting it even if you take it apart the right way. So.
Right. Yeah, I definitely dig the newer setups.
You're right. I'm way behind on the chat. The chat's barely congratulating Cass. But they are all saying congratulations. That's awesome news, dude. I'm really happy for you. I remember you told us a couple weeks ago that you were going to start looking at the space. You had a couple spaces you were going to look at. I was hoping that you guys picked one of them and went with it. I'm glad. That's awesome.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to give us another live cast from the shop with Lindsay?
Well, so the good thing is this shop has internet. So not only, I mean, like, we're sitting in Tall Cotton in this place. I mean, like, it's not your just average run-of-the-mill, out in the middle of nowhere. This thing's like in the big city. We're in the big city of Dripping Springs, and we have internet. So,
damn, you can use Protoman.
Well, yeah, I don't have to go set my cell phone out on the hood of my truck and use it as a hotspot from an iPad so I can look up Protoman or Identifix. I have it right there.
Make it paperwork. I don't do paperwork. Actually, that's a lie. I do.
Yeah. So I try to with Mitchell, there's the ability to use less paperwork. You can kind of, if you use it as like a team, like with the team, not necessarily a team viewer, but you can use it where you have multiple logins. And so I don't have to have like an actual work order. I have it on my computer screen. So I just have to look at it and go like, oh, here's my text sheet. I fill out my text sheet on my computer and then I send it back to Travis, who does the service writing. I let him handle all that stuff. And then all I get is I just get like a chime whenever it's ready to come back to me. So then I know what I have. And then I can either A, print it off and have a text sheet to work off of, or B, I can just use my computer. Just do it like that.
I'm doing all the I don't know what the term would be. I'm doing all this shipping, receiving stuff now, basically, like full-blown inventory. Anything that comes in the building goes out of the building. Got my own little desk.
Where I work, the only paper I touch is when I'm done with the job. I write the mileage at the top of the work order for the service writer. Other than that, everything's on my phone.
There you go. Yeah. No,
we're anyone don't know anything about powder coating?
What's
that?
Ken's asking if anyone knows anything about powder coating machines.
Not this guy.
Reverse magnetism is all I know. Other than that,
right?
What has 2 thumbs and knows nothing about that? This guy.
This guy.
I know.
There's another joke that goes with it, but I can't say it on T.T.S.
It's not YouTube friendly.
Nah. Well, I mean, what is and what isn't.
Cajun had a good point on that. I think he was talking about the dirty cars and stuff that you were talking about, Mike. Put on gloves, clean the car. Put that under the miscellaneous tab of the bill.
Yeah, this one would range into probably 4 digits.
Oh. Damn. So ACM and JWC Tech both say they have the icon under hood light. JWC Tech says on high it lasts for about an hour. He wishes it was a little bit longer, but he says otherwise it's a good light. And ACM says that that the light works pretty good. So there you have it.
What do we get in?
I don't team red on the underhood.
The Bauer. What's their light line? Bauer, Braun, or something like that.
The
yellow, I think.
I think it's Bauer or Hercules.
Yeah.
No, that's the tools, but for lights, don't they have like Braun?
Oh no, that's Braun. Braun is their lights.
Oh,
yeah. I had that underhood light, and that underhood light was garbage.
Yeah, we got a couple of those little flexible guys. I have the magnet. That's the same thing that I think it's Astro that makes it. Also,
You're working all night, then back in the morning, Sergio. That sucks, dude.
I'm team red on the underhood light. I've had the Milwaukee now for a couple of years, and I love that thing.
All right, on.
I like the light it puts out.
I have a Mako. Well, it's relatively new, but maybe about a year old. A Mako underhood light, and I kind of like it. I really like that new snap-on thin one. Have you seen that slim bar underhood light?
That one is nice.
Yeah, that one is really nice, but I can't justify buying a new light when I've only had one that works great. You know, I've had this one for a year. Watch, Roscoe's coming on Tuesday. Focus.
You're gonna put a green one in front on you for you, man.
Nite by LS Swap the World. Do you guys LS Swap the World? Do you guys agree?
Can you LS swap the Harley?
If you like LS swaps.
Oh yeah, they have an LS swap Harley. It's out. I haven't seen it, but I know it's out. I mean, I've seen it.
I'm gonna diligently search for this.
A lot of people do. They're easy to come by. They're probably doing them right now because they're easy to come by. But
I know there's the one guy he used to make. He made the boss
what
boss
LS
with
are we
the
talking
350
about? Are we
small
talking
block.
about we're talking about one of the first gen LSs, or are we talking about a new 6.2? I mean, like you're talking about two completely different computers, two completely different ways that the engine runs. We have active fuel management. I mean, like what are we talking about? Like what level of LS do you want to talk about?
I'd imagine they're talking first gen if they're talking about doing the swap. But I mean, if that's what they do, they could be talking about anything. But put it in Nightbot. Let us know. What are you talking about? What kind of LS swap you want to do? Because he's right. They are two completely different beasts.
Yeah, there's so many different platforms on the LS.
Yeah.
Excuse me 1 second, guys.
Ooh, top of the ninth, 3-2. Let's go Astros.
What game is this one, Jude? One or is the second game, right?
It's the second game. Yeah, we won 5-2 the other night, I think. 4-2.
2 more to go, and you guys are on your way. And then we're gonna have to start talking bets.
It'll be our 4th World Series in since 2017.
Well, I think
when
I was also another game.
All I'm saying is
6 years in a row, consistent playoff appearance.
What's that?
Just gonna be a fastball, you know. I can feel it right here. Fastball.
Ed, you made me cry.
Sorry about that.
Ed made me cry, Jude.
Is Ed in the chat?
Yeah, he says, "Let's go Sox."
Yeah.
Ed broke the snap-on F80 ratchet I sent him.
Change the O. He what?
He did a short. He broke the snap-on F80 ratchet that I sent him.
Ooh, well, that's warranty, lifetime warranty. Don't matter.
And then he followed it up with an icon.
Oh, was it a? Oh, don't tell me he was doing torture tests.
Yeah, he was doing I think.
Yeah, what are you doing torture tests for, dude? That's the most. That's like the most ridiculous way to test the tool. People think it's cool because the tool's breaking. Oh, dude, I had a 3/8 ratchet. I put a 7-foot cheater pipe on it, and it was at 190 foot-pounds of torque when it broke. But the other one, the Mako, was at 193 pounds. So it's, dude, who's going to put 190 foot-pounds without a cheater pipe and use it? What application are you doing that? What gorilla is doing that? You know, I hate torture tests.
No, I saw that on my. I can't believe he did that. Oh dear God, my heart hurts. Even though I personally hate that particular ratchet. It's too short for me, and I'm just like, man, that one hurt.
One more out, guys.
Have you had any issues with any of your SK90s, dude?
No, neither one of them. Well, none of. I have two. I have a quarter inch, and I have You're talking about the LP90s?
Yeah, the LP90s. Yeah.
Oh, the 3/8 strike. Yeah, yeah. No, dude. I have two of them, and I have
because I think me and you kind of probably had them for about the same length of time.
Yeah, pretty much. We started talking about them when you told me your address. I'm like, yeah, I have mine.
My flex head's holding up really well. My standard one, in the short amount, I think I've had it maybe 3 years now. It actually slips a little bit where it gets bound up in the gears. And the same thing with the new half drive one that I bought last year. The gear, that one slips the most. Like you could feel where it's not engaged. It was one of those like right when they got bought out deal things when they did all those super deals on the steals and deals. The little quarter one's no issues though.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen up because I'm not sure if Anthony is teasing it or not, but he has a video coming out soon on Text Talking Shop about what he would and what he would not buy. Let's see, is the LP90, the ratchet that he has raved about for the last 3 years, is that off his list? Oh no, Anthony, say it ain't so. Oh,
I think I'm gonna buy that pink Matco.
Man, I finally broke down and bought a Matco ratchet. It was 3/8 drive, I don't know, 11 or 12.
It just hurt my soul that SK made such a quality ratchet, and I'm having issues with it finally. It's the most comfortable chrome handled ratchet in the world, next to my Stanley stuff.
Yeah, you love your Stanley USA stuff. You said that for a long. You told me that you love Stanley USA for a long time.
Oh yeah, very underrated. Just like I would not get rid of my USA Craftsman stuff though, but
you know what I was going
can never get over that raised panel design.
I was going through my box, last night, and I opened one of my wrench drawers and I was looking at my Craftsman. I have a set of thin wrenches, but they're Craftsman, all Craftsman USA. But I only have the SA8. For the life of me, I cannot think of what I did or what happened to the metric
versions.
So if anyone ever sees a set of those Craftsman USA thin wrenches on eBay or off-road or something, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram or something like that. I'd like to.
Yeah, I think they label them as tappet wrenches.
That might be what they label them. I think you're right.
It was specific for engine builders, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's awesome, Jamie. You got the 6.0 running.
Oh, she got a 6.0.
Howie Z, what's up, Howie Z? If I blow through the chat, you guys. So if I try to get everybody's comments on the screen. If it's a comment where you're talking to us on the panel, I leave it up for a second so everybody can read it. If I see that it's you're having a conversation within the chat, I'll put it up, but I usually like right there. She said Cass and laugh, so I know Cass is going to see it. And there he goes. Oh man, I'm way behind. He's talking about Braun, but if it blows by, it's because I thought you were having a conversation within the chat, and I know they're going to read that comment in the chat. So, oh no, she actually bought you, Cass, a few of us for actually thinking about how awesome it would be. What were we going to do? Were we going to chop an Odyssey into a Ridgeline, or what were we talking about doing, Cass? I can't remember.
Well, we could do that with a snowball.
I was going to do that. I wanted to do that. I wanted to get an Odyssey and make it into a Ridgeline. That way, I'd be like, I have my new Honda Ridgeline truck.
Give it to Ed for Christmas.
or my coworker has a Honda Fit. We can make a mini Ridgeline.
Oh, damn.
Well, a Honda Fit we can just use as a hood ornament on a regular vehicle.
True.
I forgot to say hi to East Coast Cam.
Yeah, he's out there. What's up, Ken?
Poor kid.
Nice
Well,
thing
say
about
hi
the
to
icon
everybody
screen.
and thank
I can't
everybody
believe
out
he's
there.
gonna make
Sorry
that still.
if I missed you in the chat. My chat screen is like a 2-watt light bulb right now. It's really dark.
Yeah, I'd like to do a blanket hello to everybody too. I see a few familiar faces in the chat.
I still haven't been able to diagnose screen and chat moving on a computer.
I'm actually operating on my phone, so I have limited screen space.
That's what I did for the
rough.
longest time.
Hey, now that you're on your computer right now, Anthony. After the stream, we can stay in the backstage and I can send you the link and I'll walk you through signing up on for the T.T.S.
Oh, to do
you,
the whole.
you too, Mike. If you want, we can sign that up. We can set you up so that way you can upload too. I know how to do that on the computer. I can walk someone through that. I'm still working on Instagram. I got to get in touch with Wyatt or Tyler or one of those guys.
Oh, that's for the passwords and stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna log off. I'll be right back. My phone's kind of breaking up.
All right.
I'll go
All right.
through my old Galaxy 7. They might be in there. They might be in that phone, buried in the chat somewhere, maybe. For the Instagram end of things.
Hey everybody, it's the old tech guy, and today I'm gonna drill into wood with a ancient Makita tool and get 10,000 views. What's up, Ed? You want to link Ed? Want to join us?
Hi, Ed.
Yeah, let's get Ed on. But I wanted to have my name say GM85, your HR representative today, but I didn't get that far today. I was the HR guy at work today, and Monday's not going to be a fun day, guys. How do you guys handle shop politics and stuff in your places?
Honestly, I work at a corporate shop, but don't have to deal with a whole bunch of it. So,
yeah,
2-0, baby, 2-0. Sorry, guys.
Final pitch.
Final pitch. Ball game over.
God, well, it's hard. It's hard, Jude. I actually do have a real question, a real topic I want to talk about, but I don't know who I hate more, the Astros or the Yankees right now. It's hard to pick.
You're right, Jamie. The LM7
gas returns.
Yeah, LQ4 and LQ9 as well. I agree with that. Absolutely. Yeah, look how big of a fan he is. He spelled socks SOCKS. At first, okay, this guys, he said you probably read this. I'm just way behind him. It said he's just wondering if we like LS in general. His future plans is to do a first gen LS swap in a 72 Chevy truck.
I mean, I would do it. I saw a lot of comments about people doing small block swaps or doing like like an old school big block. I am not a fan of. Well, okay, I won't. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna blast everybody on that. I wouldn't do a SBC swap on a truck if I was gonna do a resto mod. I would go with LS. I wouldn't go with SBC. I can make more power out of LS. I can also make more fuel mileage out of an LS with more power. So, if I was gonna make a driver, like take an old school truck and make it a driver, or old school car, I would use the LS, but I wouldn't put a lot of power in it. I'd just make it a driver. But I don't know, it's to each their own. I don't want to tell people what to do. I mean, like one of my favorite cars on the internet is Cooper Boghetti's got that 2J and a Camaro. That thing's pretty freaking sweet. I like that a lot. And I'm sure there's some Chevy guy out there, boiling over about that one, but that's pretty neat. But no, everybody's got their own style and their own opinion. I'm not going to tell somebody one way or another. So
right.
Right here, sorry, but Rage is saying I'm behind. He's saying that now Ed's got to find a Snap-on dealer to get a warranty. Well, when Anthony said he broke the ratchet, I was going to tell him, I'll just send it to you. Roscoe will take care of you. Dude, you're right. Find a Snap-on guy, man. If it was a torture test, I'm not giving it to Roscoe. That's funny. Oh, you can make shorts out of old videos. I've seen that on there, but it's been there for a minute. But I haven't tried that. Good night, Bocce. Get some rest. See you, Bocce. Thanks, Bocce. Thanks, Howie Z. Everyone been friendly in the chat. I love it. And I saw your last comment too, JWC. And I ordered that stupid little panel tool. $20. There we go. The green one.
$20. What?
I like Howie Z's comment here. This is pretty good.
How far away am I from it?
Yeah. You're only about 7 minutes away from it right now.
Oh shoot! Let me find it. Oh, I'm not too far off. I can catch up to that. I can do this job.
All right.
Gooba Steve, good night.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. And don't forget, if you want a link, let me know. I'll send you a link. I have not.
Oh,
you saw it on YouTube? Oh, dude, I gotta look for that, dude. I do.
I'll find one for you and I'll send it to you, dude. I just need a 10 millimeter. I just made one out of an old wrench.
Oh yeah, I mean I made him. I just want to complete that set. New injectors, IPR, ICP, HPOP, seals. Has a bit of air in the system, but otherwise, you just got to drive the shit out of it and get the air out of it. That'll you drive it hard for about 15, 20 minutes, you won't have any air in that system.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing whenever you do like injectors on the 6.0, and once you finally get to start, you're like watching the oil pressure. You're like, all right, like 140, 280,
yeah.
475, and then the next one you're like, yeah, you can hear it. But you have to drive it. The first time I
don't know nothing about diesel.
I drove it, and we went to lunch, and I turned it off, and we were sitting there, and I went to turn it over, and went to start it when we were about to leave, and the truck was like extended crank. I'm like, oh man, what is going on here? Son of a bitch. And so then it catches, and then I went and I drove it. I hammered the shit out of it on the way back to the shop. And it was muy bien.
That's awesome. Ken, you too, man. If I told Eddie, Ken, if you want a link, let me know, man. You guys were all you were guest contributors. Raging, you were a guest contributor, man. The Thursday night live with T.T.S. They're going to be panel members. The first half hour, 45 minutes, an hour. Once not panel members, full-time members, and once we get through that, if you guys are all cool with it, we can bring in guests, the special guests that have helped out with the show before. It's awesome, man. I know because right now I know Mike and Anthony and Cass. I think the last 3 live streams you guys have all been part of. So you guys are awesome. Everybody's awesome. I know sometimes it's hard. Like we already discussed, Brooks got young kids, and we start at 10:15 her time. So I'm not going to.
Same thing with Dave too.
Yeah, same here.
Dave's back east also and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just north of Dave.
Yep, you guys are both. That's right. And
can you can't? How are you going to be?
I appreciate you guys jumping on. It's 11 o'clock for you guys. You guys probably got to be up at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, gee.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
You didn't break it. Hold on here. I got to read this.
Cass is used to not sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I get every morning at like 4:45 or 5 o'clock, whether I want to or not. I just nature calls on that deal. It's like clockwork. I don't need to set an alarm. I know what time I got to be up. So
that's what this is for. Keeps you awake.
Yeah, 5:30 every morning, like clockwork, man. I gotta urinate.
Oh.
I just wish I got it.
If I'm worried about being late, I'll always drink like a bottle of water before I go to bed. It never fails. Like, about 4:15, I gotta piss like really bad. You're like, oh Jesus, it's like worse than a movie theater piss. You're getting up, just like gotta go.
Hey,
go now.
Have you ever woken up like you gotta piss and you're asleep and you like you wake up and you're like,
You're
oh,
breaking
dude,
up.
I'm like, but I can hold this one a little bit longer. I can get another hour before I got to get up out of bed.
No,
You ever done that?
I'm like,
I've done that. I'm like, oh, dude.
I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep like really fast. Like it doesn't take a whole lot for me to go to sleep.
Right,
Yeah,
so
but
Ed
known
said
to
he
pass
didn't
out pretty
recognize
easy
it,
myself.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one of these days it's going to get to the point where our alarm clocks are going to be like, yeah, we're going to need to, if we piss at 5:30, we're going to have to set our alarms for 5:25.
I don't need an alarm clock. My bladder's an alarm clock. I get up every night at 2 a.m.
Good night, Steve. Man, thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate it. I'll hit you up on Insta, dude. We'll
Every single night between 1:30 and 2 a.m. I wake up.
Hey, how is your sleep schedule now that you're working mornings? Was it hard to get used to sleeping at night?
It took a good month to adjust. I'm
So
actually
you're barely
sleeping
getting used to it.
6+ hours some days, which is a miracle. But I have to constantly adjust my schedule. Like I get up at 3:30, 4 in the morning still.
Me too.
Personal family reasons. And I still handle my business. So I'm still up 12, 13, 14 hours a day.
Shopcat in here? Hey, what's up, Shopcat? How you doing?
Yeah. Jude, there was a comment from Ed. He said that he did not, the ratchet that looked like it broke was not the one I sent him, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Chef Shatry. You are not the king of Mexican cuisine.
I used to probably spend a lot more time, anyways. I'm not going to put a number on it or a minute number on it, but I over the last month, 6 weeks to 2 months, have not watched a lot of YouTube. I know every Sunday morning I watch Project Farm and Coil Tools. That's the
one I haven't got my notifications for. Is both of those channels? I have to search them up individually now.
Yeah,
for some reason,
I get up in the morning. You know, they're usually up by the time I get up. You know, on a Sunday, I'm probably getting up at 8 or so. You know, go make some coffee and sit down and just watch those. I used to be pretty loyal at watching the tool truck videos for Clay Coon. I haven't watched many of those lately. I'm sparingly, I'll see one. You know, the one channel I've been watching a lot lately is No Nonsense Know How. That dude's he's got a pretty good setup, man. Him and his girlfriend, they'll go to Arizona or to Florida, you know, to look at some vehicle that they want to buy, like an El Camino or a Monte Carlo or something like that from the 70s or 60s even.
Nice.
They'll go through it. He'll decide what it needs to do just to get on the road. And he doesn't take tools with him. Every video he stops off at Harbor Freight and he buys himself a mechanics tool set from Harbor Freight, just stuff that so he can work on his vehicle while he's trying to get back home. Then I think he gives that tool set away at the end of the video or something like that. But he's got a cool video getting these old vehicles running and
Cajun can get a link. The one I still watch the Flat Rate quite often too. I like his short format stuff. I just wish some of his stuff was a little more longer, like a little more information.
Talking about Flat Rate Master.
And he's easy. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We were talking earlier about your first, early morning dump. I got 4 minutes every morning to watch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday watching his video. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Flat rates on, man. 5:30 in the morning.
When I was on Graveyard, it was consistent. Boom, here it is.
Schmitty, come on, tell me you're kidding. That looked pretty good. Oh, Ken, refried beans spread over Dorito in what do you call it?
Jude, I cannot wait. I want to see Ken actually make this and eat it. I showed that video to my coworkers and they were just excuse my language, they're like, what the fuck is this?
Ed, I don't see that last comment. Sorry, here we go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's up there. It's in
short on an old video. I was testing the new. Okay, gotcha, Ed. All right, you send it to me. You can send it to Roscoe if it breaks.
I'm pretty critical on Mexican food because growing up and living in Texas, you're exposed to like some pretty good options. Not just Tex-Mex, but like real Mexican food. So, refried beans is not like it's something I would eat in general.
But we picture some ground round, and it's got I think some paste picante sauce, and it's got some seasoning. Then it's got a bag of crushed Cool Ranch Doritos in it, and it's rolled flat and smeared.
No, they were actually nacho cheese Doritos.
Huh?
They were
What
nacho
happened?
cheese Doritos.
Oh,
I actually watched the whole video.
I just saw. I was watching Ed's live stream. I
watched the whole video. It's crushed up with nacho cheese Doritos, some sort of Mexican cheese blend where it's like whites and mixed and stuff. A can of refried beans.
But not to hate on anybody. When you get to eat the real stuff all the time, man, I will not go to Taco Bell. Like, it's not a place I'll go eat. Just because we have so much good Mexican food here. Like, I mean, Taco Bell's is fast food. I just won't eat it.
I can't complain. I've eaten Taco Bell like 3 times.
Taco Bell's I mean, I'm married and old now, so it's not like I'm going out to bars or stuff anymore. But Taco Bell was that like Jack in the Box. You leave a bar at 2 a.m. It's like, oh, I need something to eat.
Yeah, we have like this. It's like a I don't know what we call it, kind of restaurant. It's called gyms, right? It's like cafe style or diner style food, right? And after a night of heavy drinking, you always end up at gyms, to kind of like, water down the booze with some food. Yeah. So,
how easy says one day? Is that the one you're talking about? We will all be diaper boys. Was that the comment? Gas, was that the one you were talking about?
No, the one where he goes, the only politics allowed in the shop is boobs and something else.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Hold on. I was like, man, hell yeah, Howie Z has a comment of the night here. Hold on just a second.
Howie Z, huh?
Been a minute here. The only politics allowed in my shop are boobs and beer.
Amen.
Howie Z for president. That's all I got to say right now. If he needs a vice president, I'm down for the job.
There you go.
Yeah, that wasn't the situation this morning at 8:30 in my shop, though.
Exactly. There you go. Sergio nailed the comment here. He goes, Taco Bell is Mexican food as much as a Ridgeline is a truck. There you go. End of story.
Oh, that's funny. Sounds like I'm talking about Derek Ice Cube Garage. I don't know. I don't really watch I don't think I've ever seen Ice Cube Garage, but
you've never seen Vice Grip Garage? You live under a rock? What the hell is wrong?
Telling you, I've never. You guys were all you and the guys were on me the other day and I think John actually started playing them on Discord because you guys needed me to see something from Whistling Diesel because I'd never seen that before. That guy.
Dude, I think you live a sheltered life. I'm just saying.
It's a real sucks. It's an hour into the stream and you're saying night to someone. I'm barely saying hi. Sorry, dude. I must have missed you. But thanks for being here. Yeah, I don't know if I live a sheltered life, but I've heard of the channels. I've just never seen them. I've heard of Whistling Diesel. I hear people talking about them all the time. I've heard of Vice Grip Garage. I've heard of what's that one? VA something construction. I've heard of it.
No, I don't know any of those.
I completely will debate everything Chef Shatry just said in that comment.
There it is. Boobs and beer. I am a simple man.
Yes. I concur with that statement.
Right on, Sergio. That's awesome. Everyone laughing.
What's that?
I'm in a communications class for auto body and has nothing but trade students in the class. Or comments are outlandish to say the least. We play Pictionary and sometimes draw graves. I said,
Oh man.
oh, the teacher even blushed and laughed at it.
Hey, that's a debated comment for me. I can debate that one all day long because of where I live. You're talking American Mexican, you're talking Tex-Mex, you're talking two different
Dude.
things, and the third thing is the border states all have real Mexicans and real Mexican
Dude,
food.
if you want, believe it or not, the real Mexican food is not served in like a big old fancy sit down restaurant. You'll never find it. You want a hole in the wall or these small little chains like I was talking about, like Alberto's or something like that. My friend's family, they have a restaurant that's probably the size of or about maybe 2/3 the size of a one-car garage, and it's called Tacos Delta. It's in Los Angeles, or right on Sunset Boulevard, and they kill it with how much revenue they make. They don't even have an inside. You have to order at a counter, and they have a couple of seats on or benches.
Oh, it's the old school standing room only.
Uh-oh. We're falling apart here.
Ooh, something happened.
No, I'm here. I'm gonna have to go. But I will talk to you guys later.
Have a good night.
Take it easy, Cass.
All right, good talking to everybody. Mike,
Just so you know,
Anthony,
before you leave, Cass, I loved it when you said back to Cass.
and back to Cass. All right.
Hey, Cass, remember, you can't spell SEC.
Play by play, man. That was great.
Fight on. Fight on. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all soon.
All right, good night. Thanks for coming on. That's the one I was talking about. VCG. I've heard of that channel, but I've never.
Oh, VCG Construction.
I've never seen that channel.
That's with Vince. He's
I only know that channel because Ed or was it Ed? Somebody talks about Justin, that guy.
More so Justin.
As a midget. AVG, AGV. I can't remember.
Oh, he's talking about AVE. He's up in Canada. His stuff's I think he's a machinist or something. I like his stuff personally.
Good night, Jamie. Gino has the new ball joints this weekend. Hopefully, we'll finally have the Del Sol done and back on the road. We're going to make a video on replacing it on Monday. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
Chef's Atria, unfortunately. I'll be honest with you. You're putting your foot in your mouth. I live in California, man.
Taco carts, yeah. I mean, you're just going to get tacos with salsas and beets and carrots and that, chili peppers. That pretty much, that's pretty authentic.
Like, I worked in a restaurant, chef, where we had the bugs and stuff that are native to certain regions of Mexico. That is a real cuisine.
So if you don't know what real Mexican food is, and you thought that tacos were like what we got at Taco Bell, then how do you know that we don't have it here, man? We do. There's plenty of them. It's just like I say, they're small places. They're not big places.
Mm-hmm. I've always preferred smaller restaurants or smaller things anyway.
All right, on Ken.
Yeah, there's 4 states you can actually get real authentic Mexican food. It's Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. And you're talking about the southern borders of them.
And you drive through all these states, so you know. Hey, how is he your friend of
I'm
AV?
up in NorCal, and it's different from where I live versus where Jude lives. The food is very different.
Hey, that's a good question. Tech shows on TV. Who was your favorite to watch on Saturday mornings? There were some good ones. Well, I used to like Horsepower TV. That was pretty good.
I watched what's her name, the blonde girl. She used to do the 4x4s on Spike TV. Is when it was before.
Yeah, Spike TV. I think Saturday mornings.
Like the whole Power Hour thing or something
Yeah,
like that, right?
it was more than it was like 2 or 3 hours of just automotive related stuff. And then Discovery Channel has like their Auto Mondays or something like that. Yeah, they do
Yeah,
a
they
lot of
don't. I don't
stuff.
think they're doing that. I used to love when Discovery did the biker build offs with all the builders and stuff for the Harleys and
Yep.
stuff. Stuff was fantastic. You can dig deep and find a lot of good footage of that stuff. I follow the one builder still. He puts up pretty consistent content on YouTube. Is Billy Lane, and he shows like he showed some of the bikes he did on that series. He still has, and 20 years later, he's like, "We're gonna get this one back to life." Rebuilds an old bike he already built.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, Billy Lane. Billy Lane's pretty cool. He's out in Florida right now.
I can binge watch the shit out of that.
Oh, I was doing that at work.
Nice,
I'm
Alex.
just listening to it and glancing at it all at once.
That's pretty cool. Jesse Combs, yeah.
I think he did a special video for Indian Larry because I think he still had that bike actually that he made when him and Indian Larry did a build off between them two.
So did you ever think?
looking up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I'll say I just know I'll know what I'll be looking up either when we're done here in the morning.
Oh, right on. Hey, Ragin, so did you ever think? I know after you did the remain, you said you still had an oil leak. Did you ever figure out what that was?
No, oil leak's fine. Everything's pretty much fine on it. I was making sure everything was fine.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, that's extremely good. Now I ain't got to rip apart the top
Dude,
side of the engine.
It's so freaking awesome that you did that video, man. I mean, you're blue collar yourself. Do you drive a truck? And I know you're a DIY guy, but doing a drop-in transmission in the driveway, and not even at home, dude. Your tools are in storage. You brought tools out that you thought you were going to need, and you got underneath that vehicle and you got it done. I mean, that's a cool feat, man. There's a lot of people who like to pretend like they like to talk a big game, but you actually went out there and did what you're supposed to do. That's pretty cool, man. I thought that was. I really appreciate the fact that you got your tools dirty, even though you brought like 10 million tools out for that job. But I like the fact that you.
Well, two of those toolboxes stay in the bed of the truck. I mean, I already had them on site. My buddy that I call my little brother, he brought his tools out and told me I didn't need them out. And some of the stuff I brought out from the storage building that I thought I might need. I mean, I wanted to have everything on hand that I thought I might need. So, and I still wound up having to go visit tool trucks and go to the store and buy some different stuff.
Hey, so speaking of tool trucks, have you been on Tech's Choice?
Yes.
So did you ask him if you could film?
I'm waiting to get on Matt Sledge's truck before I ask that one.
Oh, you were on the other dude's truck?
I was on Drew's truck. I'm sure he'll let me record. Maybe before I do the front suspension, I might have to go visit his truck again. Then I'll ask him if I can record on his truck.
Dude, he's got a loaded down tool truck, man. That's for sure. I've only seen him on a few videos on Clay Coon's channel, but I've seen him a lot on Instagram now. I think he's got a storefront now.
He don't have a storefront. He's got like an online presence.
Okay.
Connor runs that part of it, and Drew and Matt has the trucks.
Okay.
They're pretty much the same setup as but the storefront. They don't charge for shipping and they don't charge tax.
All right on. I wish I had an independent truck with my shop. That'd be cool. And I wish I had Mac coming back again. We haven't had Mac in almost a year. December was the last time we had Mac.
Yeah, whenever I want to go see them, I have to call them and find their truck and see which area they're in. But hey, that's okay.
Yeah, we do all right where I'm at. I got Snap-on Mac and Matco.
All right on. I got Snap-on Cornwall and Matco. It's pretty cool. For a while, I had Snap-on Mac and Matco, but right when Mac stopped coming around, we only had two trucks. But I got on the horn and found the Matco dealer real quick, and so we were only with 2 trucks for maybe 2-3 weeks.
They said there was a Cornwall. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say they said there was a Cornwall dealer when I first started at the job, but that was like 4.5 months ago, and I've yet to see him. So I guess he quit coming around, which is kind of a bummer because I kind of wanted to check out the truck.
You can't get his phone number and give him a call?
Maybe, but if he's not coming back for the rest of the guys, I'm not going to make him come back just for me.
Well, you can call him and see which area he's in. Go meet
him. You know what happens with that, man? Like I said, I got on the horn and I made sure the Matco guy came around. Now, when no one at the shop, owes him any money or is buying anything, I'm on that truck thinking, damn, this dude comes over here because I was the one who got him to come over here. He's taking time out of his day, because I called him. Yeah, that's what he does. But I mean, he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. So what I was talking about earlier, I said I finally broke down and bought a Matco ratchet. When you ever have a pity buy, we've talked about that before. I think I don't know if it was on T.T.S, but it's like, man, you're looking around like what don't I have that I can buy that? And even though I got a bunch of 3/8 ratchets, that size and that the flex head, I figured that's probably the most common ratchet. What would you guys say is the most common regular ratchet used? Would you say it's the 3/8 flex head?
I would say 3/8 flex head, or maybe for me the long handle, like the 13-inch one. Anything more liquid.
My most frequent's the longer handled flex head.
Yeah, mine too. I think that's by far the.
I usually go for.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I usually go for a 3/8. I usually go for a 3/8 most of the time.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell you. Has anybody seen? Everybody's probably seen it. Theo's video where he turns off his snap-on ratchets.
I do it every day. I make sure my ratchet's off before I leave work.
That's funny. I thought that was
hit the switch.
Yeah, I thought that was clever.
That was hilarious. I loved it.
So you've been about 4 or 5 months already. I'm like, time goes by quick. Yeah, it blows my mind. I've been at mine for about 1.5 years. Blows my mind how fast time goes by.
You talking about how long you've been at the shop, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been at my job 3 years already.
Man, no, I didn't see that, Jason.
I don't have anything locking flex head, actually.
I have a couple. I prefer the non-locking, but yeah.
I do use what Larry Brookstrom's talking about quite often is the 3/8 long handle non-flex, which is one of the only comfort grips I have. I use that quite a bit. It does bend in flex though when you put too much on it.
This is true. I have one.
But it doesn't break.
Nope. I've had mine for years. It's only broke once. Got a rebuild kit a while back, and it hasn't broke yet again.
Like the beam will kind of. It was like, oh, you're just giving it just too much, and it can take it.
It looks like it's thinking about breaking, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sure, you don't want to link
I don't
in?
have any comfort grips in that box.
Well, Anthony's got one. He's probably going to. I think he finished editing tonight. He said he's going to.
I didn't even edit it. I did a one-shot take and just sent it.
All right. Well, so I got Anthony's probably in my email right now. I've got one.
I hope I did.
I'm pretty sure Dave's going to do one. It was Dave's our topic or idea.
Yeah, I'm going to do one.
Yep, Mike's going to do one. Cass is going to do one. I hope Brooke already did hers. I think I didn't.
I watched Brooks this morning.
Theo hasn't said anything, but he usually does. So I'm hoping to fill up the rest of the month. Now we got 11 days left in the month. I'm hoping to go every other day and then back to back a couple times.
I also sent you a short, I believe, Drew, for a Tuesday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I sent you a short for a Tuesday to put out on a Tuesday just to have as random.
Yeah, I could save that for when when we've been lagging a little bit.
Good idea.
I'll stick with my power torque ratchets. I modified my power torque for power torque. Is that what PT is? Power torque? I'm assuming pro ratchets.
Performance tool.
Oh, performance too. So because there is a power torque as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's power.
Yeah, you did a video on them.
They're different.
Was that which ones? I did a video on power torque.
Yeah, the little nano socket.
Oh, that's right.
Driver.
Were those power torques? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
I actually bought those because of that video.
That's right. I remember. Yeah, those things come in so handy when you're working in small confined areas.
I don't use them a ton, but let me tell you, when you need it, it's there. It's nice.
When it made for some, I don't know why, for some reason I know I got them at O'Reilly's, but I thought they were performance tool, but it was power torque. All right. Yeah, those are good. Blaine got those too. He likes them. Did you by any chance get the ratchet too?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought the metrics, the standards, and the ratchet.
Yeah, I got the metrics, the standard, and the ratchet, the same thing. And I think if you look them up online, there's more to that set than just that.
Do they sell them single? Like single sockets?
I don't know.
I'll give you 3 guesses. Count them 3 if I can get my damn fingers in there. There we go. 3 guesses, but you're only going to need one. Which one disappeared? Anthony gets it.
Oh, man. Are you serious? Oh.
Yeah, like a month or so after I bought the set, too.
Oh, that sucks, man.
And, of course, by the time I figured out it was gone, the car was long gone. I'm pretty sure a fender ate it.
Well, my coworker owes me an 8mm and a 10mm that I lost in his engine bay.
Oh.
I was just helping him out, and
I was looking on an Econoline, a 6.0 Econoline one day, and I was buttoning it up, and I was putting the air ducting onto the turbo from the front, so I could get the little 8mm, and I had my extension with a swivel, and I was coming out, and I lost the swivel, the socket, the 8. I was pissed. I was like, man, I fished around and I couldn't get it. I said, I'm not giving this truck the socket. So I took apart everything I needed to get back to that socket, which was a little more than I wanted. And I got the socket out. I was all right, cool. So I was putting it back together, and at the exact same spot, the socket came off again. And I was like, son of a gun. This truck wants this 8mm ball one more than I do. It was a gear wrench. Well, this truck wants it more than I do, man. I'm not taking it apart I took it apart once to do the job. Then I took it apart a second time to get my socket. I wasn't doing it the third time.
I can't say I blame you at that point.
If it would have been Snap-on, we would have dug in. But like I said, I can get the gear wrench set. This was a while back, too. And now I think I can get that gear wrench set for like $30. So back then, it was probably like $15 or $20 for that gear wrench set. Right on, kid. The Vim FFDD 400K kit will work with that power torque low profile socket wrench. All right on. Oh yeah. Vim makes them as well. I remember when I first got them. I totally remembered the video. Now that I didn't forget the video. I just didn't remember that it was power torque. But I remember right about that time I was on Gabe's Cornwall truck, and I saw that Vim had a real similar step, but just like the rails. The metric set for Vim was way more expensive than a metric, standard, and ratchet that I got from O'Reilly's.
I think
was like
it's only $45 for the set from O'Reilly's.
Yeah, you get the 2 set. It was $15 a piece, right? Or like
Yeah, and then
$13.99.
the 15 for the ratchet or something like that.
Yeah. So it was $45, and I think the metric set of Vim was like $72. So I was like, oh, dude, this I'm good. I'll just get a. And I'm not saying Vim's not good or not worth it, but like you said, Mike, that's not something we're going to every single day in our toolbox. You know, that
Right.
that's just like when you need it, it's good to have. That's what that is. So
Exactly. Oh yeah, it's gotten me out of a few jams. I'm like,
I
what
mean,
am I gonna get on here? I got nothing to put on here. And then I wait. Oh yes, I do.
Just get a gator socket. It'll solve everything.
Get a what?
A gator socket.
Yeah.
I
My
guarantee
boss found one of
everyone-
those in a box of tools the other day. He's like, I got one socket here. You'll never need another. I'm like, yeah, no.
it's useful for the only thing it's useful for is eye hooks and wing nuts.
you will never need another because you know your potential job. See that in your toolbox? They're not going to hire you. No.
Right.
I've never. I don't think I've probably lost one. Everyone's lost a light like that, but I'm what I'm down is 2 of the stingers, which that ouch, man. Those aren't cheap.
Oh, the
Talking about the big boys?
Big boy, yeah. Not
Oh,
the new
yeah.
not these ones, right, Jake?
No. The big one, yeah.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
I'm on
I
like
lost
my
like
4th
4 or
one at
5
this point, so I get it.
I think in the last 6 years, I think I bought like 6 or 7 of these.
Is that the
Yeah,
rechargeable
same here.
batteries?
Nah, this is just the battery one. The rechargeable one I have is the UV one though.
If that's right, Miguel, we got 100 down, man.
I think I got a couple of the rechargeable small ones.
They're good to have though in the pocket.
They've gotten expensive, man. I remember when the rechargeable small ones were like $65 or something like that.
Right.
Now,
Not anymore.
yeah, they're about $100 on Snap-on and Cornwell, and then Matco is like $140. Like I don't get it.
Wait, you said how much on Snap-on?
Snap-on, the rechargeable one, I believe is like $97 or maybe that was
Talking
Cornwell.
about the little guy or the big guy?
Oh, the little, like, show them, Anthony.
Oh, okay. I know the little pen light.
Little pen light. This is the
Yeah.
regular one.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the big one. I was going to say that's mighty cheap.
Oh
I
no,
even
dude.
have
Those things are
one
probably
that's like
$bucks
it's
now.
like this, but it's cut in half. It's like this. And then I got a couple of Coast ones that are straight beam lights for inspection work. I ended up with more flashlights in the last 6 years than I ever thought I'd ever use.
I have so much money wrapped up in lights.
Yeah.
Hey,
Snap on.
is it? I was just gonna say the Snap-on, man. That one's not even that expensive, Ed. I mean, you've got a Snap-on digital torque wrench, so you can afford the split beam, dude.
Yeah. Precision torques are not bad either, though. But
By the way, teaser,
Snap-on
everyone.
torques.
We've got 4 panel members. Cass was here. He's probably asleep. We still got 19 people in the chat.
Cass is looking at game footage.
Everyone, first, before I get to the teaser, everyone's seen recently on Text Talking Shop's Instagram page where if you send any of us, you can send it to me, you can send it to Mike or Anthony, it doesn't matter. Anybody, you can send it to any of us. It will get to the group and we will post your setup. You can post your work setup, your home setup, your truck setup, any tool setup you want to give us, and we'll post it. We'll make send us more pictures up to 10 because I think that's how many you can do on a single post, and we'll throw you guys a shout out and show your setup on our page. And if you do like Jason did, JWC Tech, he sent us a little video.
Oh, yeah, he did the pan around.
Yeah, he did the pan around of his garage, and I'm pretty sure I even put that on the YouTube channel, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did. So you guys do that, man. That'd be greatly appreciated. You know, it makes you guys. I think the reason we came up with this idea was that it makes you guys feel more engaged with us. Also, if you ever hear us doing a series, right now we're doing a series, with 20 years after I got in the industry, or however many years I've been in it, what tools am I glad I bought? What tools do I wish I had not bought? How would I have spent my money differently? How would my setup look now? If someone's interested or has a take on that, let us know, man. We'd be happy to have you guys do a guest spot. Only problem with this one is I know usually when we get guest videos, it takes some few weeks to get us in, and we only have 10 days left for this series. But any series you guys want to do, any series you guys want to do, man, absolutely feel free to join in. Now, the teaser that I was talking about is Eddie Old Tech Guy. I was talking about the sending pictures, and videos to our Instagram. Eddie Old Tech Guy, Dale Lucid, and Jay Who. I hit up the Toolges, so we are going to soon see the Toolges tool setups on Tech Talking Shop. They're going to send me pictures of their setups and maybe videos, and I'm going to do a quick little rundown. And they're going to do the rundown. I'm just going to put them up, so you guys have that to look forward to. Because I know a lot of people like watching Ed's Tuesday night stream. I know everybody in Tech Talking Shop likes Dale. His video was up for like 3 hours, and it got the most views out of any video we've ever had. And in 2 days, we got I think 80 more subscribers. It was pretty cool. So there's that.
That's
Use your gator stock. Hey, for wing nuts are probably finger tight, so that's not that bad of an idea.
Sure.
Quick Ranch. Woo! What's up, man? I would slap the stupid out of that guy who made that. How is he? You're on fire today, dude. You're lighting it up. Hey, Scott's talking about Tecton. Anybody have any experience with Tecton? I've got some half-inch chrome sockets. It was a set. It's their master set. It came with a breaker bar and a ratchet. It's a nice-looking set. I don't use half-inch tools a ton, so they don't have very much use in the two and a half years or so that I've had them. But they've worked for what I need them for. But does anyone have good experience with Tecton?
Not really. I literally have a couple loose sockets in my set.
I've got I got a couple things from Tecton. I've got the half-inch torque wrench, the digital, the click style torque wrench from Tecton. It's my go-to torque wrench. Yeah, it's my most used out of all the ones I've got.
So let's talk pride and joy. Everyone in the chat, man. If you had one tool to feature, on a video or a post, this is my baby, my pride and joy, what tool would you guys put up? Is your favorite tool that you have, even if it's not one that you use the most? What's just your favorite tool?
As of recently, because I've bought 3 of them in the last couple of weeks, I got the Snap-on long neck 1/4-inch ratchet. Oh my God, I love that thing.
All right, on. Those are nice.
It's so fast. Compared, I had a Mac ratchet before that, and that thing was twice the speed.
Wow.
Pulling apart that dashboard, I was using it today, and the screws are just flying out. I'm like, ooh, I'm digging this. And the last couple of weeks, I've got the 1/4-inch short, the 1/4-inch long, and the 3/8 short. And I already had the long neck brute 3/8 snap-on ratchet. So
you're set up.
Yeah, I'm hurting though.
I know it, man. Ask me how I know.
Right. I think that's every mechanic's felt that pain at one point or another.
Yep. You're right, Mark. I did post your setup as well. I did yours. I did Jason's. I think I did Larry's. Larry's in the chat still. I think I did Larry's. I did Scott's. He's in the chat still. If I'm forgetting someone, I apologize if you're still in the chat. But I did Johnny Ramirez. I did his. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Right on. And it's cool. And answering everyone that like Mark, Jason, Scott, Larry, if you're there, put a comment in there. It doesn't feel like it help you feel more engaged with the group. Like I know, like you said, you appreciate it. It felt awesome. So you let me know. But everyone else, does it feel cool when you see that? Like you're all cool, man. Because that's my whole intention was to get more interaction because I want the channel to grow. And I'm not going to lie, man, we're struggling. We recently lost a pretty valuable member. I mean, Mike and
Chicago hot sandwich.
he was a great contributor. And I wish him the best. And he was in the chat today. I'll let everyone know. Tool Demos is no longer a part of the group. His schedule changed because he moved to the East Coast.
4 hours
easily. So he stepped away. But I don't want to lose any more people, and I'm trying to do what I can to grow the channel because I think even for us as part of the group. If we see it steady, it's like, what are we going to do? But when we see more people watching, more views, more subscribers, more hearts on Instagram or whatever it takes, man, it makes us want to do more. So we're going to get there.
Yeah, I have faith. We have a good thing going, so.
We do. I agree. Oh, dude, that'd be perfect, Ken.
Oh, auto body. That's something I don't do. I don't do body work, actually.
Me neither.
I don't do it. I did a panel on the Mustang in the front of the house, and it is not pretty. It's all straight, nice, and then it goes one way. Fender
I leave the body work. I leave the body work for the body guys.
I do not have the breaking news. I probably do. I just don't know how to use it. But ding, 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 ding. Sorry, John. John's going to put his, if John's still listening, I'm going to get the throw up face. But Ken just said he likes his Tecton better than his Cobalt. Oh, my goodness. That is breaking news because Ken is Team Blue through and through. Ken, oh, man, that surprises me, Ken. It really does. That's cool. Sergio said he's had the 3A set for 6 years. Does anybody have what they used to be? They're Tecton now, but they used to be like Michigan something, or it was a different. They had a different name.
I think they're based out of Michigan. The company overall.
Okay, maybe
that's their manufacturing, I guess.
That's the other side of the state for me.
Scott does have a whole bunch of Tecton tools, and I can honestly say it. I think he'll back me up. That I was the very first person to see his tour of all those new Tecton tools that he bought.
He bought like $2,000 worth of Tecton tools, and it's a lot.
I can imagine.
Right on.
And again, you spend $2,000 on Snap-on sockets, and you can walk out with one of those handheld toolboxes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
be heavy, but you can carry it.
And the extra crow's foot from Tecton, I actually am okay with.
Yeah, I've heard some people talk about the crow's feet.
I have quite a few of them, and they're American made, so you can't complain.
But if I'm correct, and this is someone who I value his opinion a lot. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But J.C. Smith, I think I want to say he did not like the crow's feet. I could be wrong. But like I said, it's Cass said it earlier, man, when we were talking about builds or whatever. It's to each your own, man. If you like something, man, absolutely go out and get it. Scott's been talking about his performance tool ratchets. Most people aren't going to say that they prefer. I saw another comment where he said that he'll never use his Snap-on half-inch again, because he likes his performance tools, and that's cool, man. Everybody likes what they like.
I mean, for Christ's sake, I've used a $9 Stanley ratchet that I prefer just because it feels more comfortable in my hand over a Snap-on ratchet.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. One of my most frequently used ratchets. I use this thing daily, and it takes a lot of abuse as a Pittsburgh ratchet. I've only had to warranty the thing once.
We've got a new dude who started at the shop, and he's buying it. He's bought a lot of tools off Snap-on and Cornwall the last few weeks, but his tool setup is still limited. But he's funny. He's got some Pittsburgh ratchets and he's got some Snap-on ratchets. And I laugh because all of his Snap-on ratchets, they're soft grip or comfort grip, but they're all wrapped with tape, like a Scotch tape or masking tape. And I asked him, why do you have all these wrapped up? And he's like, oh, it's protection, you know. And he's telling me that he doesn't want to get his tools all beat up or dirty, or I don't know. To me, I just thought it was odd, man. Who wraps up their handles with masking tape?
You're supposed to get dirty.
That's what
they're making money.
Or you just buy old chrome, wipe it right off.
Yeah, that's true too. I got a mix. I have some comfort grips, some chromes.
All right,
Each
guys,
have their purpose.
We're at the hour and 35-minute mark. I know it's late. It's 11:51 for Mike, so we're gonna go 9 more minutes. Is that cool, Mike?
I think I can make it.
8 more minutes.
If I'm not, yell at me till I wake back up.
We're gonna get Mike for 8 more minutes. It'll be midnight, and then he can go to bed and wake up in 4.5 hours.
Right. And then rip the guts out of this terrain tomorrow. Yahoo!
Hey, you're right about those Snap-on ratchets, though, man. I've got the 3/8 and 1/4 inch long. I've got the 3/8 and 1/4 inch.
I do like the Advantage Schmitty 71.
My 3/8 regular is the Brute, and I've also got the, which I don't use much because I like my long necks more, but I've got the new brushless as well. But I've had that for 6 months, and I still reach for the long necks way more than I do that. That's awesome, Mark. I'm glad you like that. That's cool. Check my IG messages when I can.
I have to agree, Jude. I do like that long neck, especially the 1/4 inch.
Talking about the ratchets, the
electric ratchets. Yep.
Yeah, I was dying for a long neck one last week. I'm like, the 3/8 wouldn't fit where I needed.
Running into that a lot this last week. Tight spaces, kind of places your arm's not supposed to go that you have to make it go anyway.
Oh, Michigan Industrial. So I thought they used to be their name used to start with Michigan. Michigan Industrial too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was the first to see that short video. I remember you had them all in the box there. You were pulling them out as you bought them, or as you were showing me everything you had.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. My 2 most used ratchets now are both Snap-ons. The blue handle, 18-inch long 3/8, and my 24-inch long 1/2 inch flex head. Chrome handle.
I never had any Popular Mechanics tools, but I've heard people talk about them. My kid has a lot of Stanley tools because, they're unfortunately Taiwan or Chinese Stanley. But I think I've told this to people before. It might have been on my channel. I don't know. But there's a bargain store out here in Southern California. I don't know if it's back east as well, but it's called Ross. And when they have a small little tool section, and one day I was walking through, and my son's like, "Oh, look, Daddy, they got tools." So I wanted to build him a little tool setup. So he's got Stanley screwdrivers, ratchets, sockets. All his tools are Stanley right now. But he's got his own setup.
My old Stanley stuff was the black and yellow handle stuff when I was a kid.
This was all black and yellow. He's also got a 1/4 inch flex head, black on black Snap-on ratchet that Justin Dow gave him. Justin Dow said, "Oh, yep." Justin Dow hooked him up. He is spoiled. You're right.
And so the addiction begins.
He's the only kid using a Snap-on.
Start him young.
His damn bike.
I got a question for everybody. Do you remember the first ratchet or tool set you ever bought?
Yes.
I don't remember the first one I bought, but I remember the first ratchet set I was given for Christmas. by my mom. And I still own it, and I will never get rid of it.
And the feeling that you had that you now own some tools that you can work on something.
Oh, I bought it was a little case. It had, I think, some wrenches on top, sockets, ratchets. I want to say it was something built, Durabuilt, Power Built, but I bought it at Target in 1980s.
Target was Duralast.
Okay, something like that, yeah. And it was just a little set that I had, man, dude. I cherish that set because that was all I had. I didn't have a whole lot of tools, but whatever I did, man, every I was able to get by with that, and alternators, brakes, everything I had to do, man. And I remember that set. I absolutely remember that set. I bought it for like $19.98 or $29.98 or something like that. What was yours, Mike?
Oh, my first set was Quality Chinesium.
Quality Chinesium.
It was a little flimsy metal case. It was a 3/8 set that went from, I think, like 3/8 up to 3/4. And it was one of those little plastic click dial ratchets. I think I paid less than $10 for it. That was my first ever socket set. It wasn't good, but it was my first. My first good socket set was
started.
Yeah, my first good set was a Snap-on set that I paid way too much for.
Craftsman.
My first decent set was a mechanics tool set. Right out after that, I had that through pretty much in high school, and then I went to Phoenix Institute of Technology, and we had the option to either get the 100 and whatever piece Craftsman or 100 and whatever piece Stanley tool sets, and I went with Craftsman. We were both USA at the time. I think Stanley, yeah, they were still both USA, and I had that set forever. And then I loaned some tools to my old man, and who knows what happened after that. He said he loaned them to my uncle, and anyways, I never saw that tool set again.
Yeah. That specific socket set does not leave my house. That stays here. Even though it's not all there, I still have every piece that goes to that set, actually, surprisingly. Even the ratchet, even though I hate the damn ratchet.
If Gene ever gets pushed off a pier into shark infested water, we know it was Surfer Dude, so he can take you Snap-on tools.
So that sounds like a Law and Order or NCIS.
Somebody made a comment once. Snap-on with that Snap-on, and I forget which paint company they said. Maybe who does Jeff Gordon? What was that paint company? DuPont. Yeah, the Snap-on and DuPont were gonna have the flags that have mast if I died, because Snap-on, I'm not buying Snap-on tools, and DuPont, man, they're not gonna sell as much green paint. All right, guys, we hit it. We're at the 2-minute mark. You guys want to say your goodbyes? Raging, you want to say goodbye?
Yeah. Thanks, Chief, for having me on.
Of course.
It's been a while. Good meeting you, Mike.
Nice meeting you too.
Anthony, good always. Everybody in the chat, y'all have a great week and an even better weekend. Remember, stay north of the grass. That's the best way to be. But like I always say, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning, and the Raging Cajun will catch you on the next one.
Have a good night, man.
That's quite maxed out cards at 18. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Want to say good night to everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. Been a pleasure hanging out with you guys, Raging, Jude, Anthony, Cass, even though he's gone. But hopefully get together next week and do this all over again. Hopefully I'll be a little more awake next week too. Everybody have a great night.
Oh, yeah.
So guys, GM85 here. Thanks, Jude, Mike, Cass, Coach Cass, and Raging for joining us. And stay tuned. GM85 will have something dropping specifically for Chicago beef. Hopefully Sunday, guys.
All right, thanks, guys. Good night.